As we know, the situation went out of control last week in Greece after the announcement of a referendum by the Prime Minister of Greece. For sure, we don't know what exactly Prime Minister Papandreou, or now ex-Prime Minister Papandreou, was thinking. I'm not in his head, but I presume that this was a move that was trying to get four things accomplished. One, to get the opposition to realign, the main opposition party primarily, to realign behind his policies. Two, to get some bargaining power with the Europeans, showing them that, you know, democratic vote should be part of the question and not only the concerns of the European Central Bank or Merkel and Sarkozy. Three, to make the Greek people take up some of the responsibility of these measures. And four, to also send a signal within his own party, where he has been facing some internal unrest, if you want to call it, or internal dissent, that they have to stand behind him and follow through. The European Union has been accused by internal Greek politicians and some Greek journalists, and definitely the Greek public has perceived the persistence with which the European Union, especially Merkel, Sarkozy, and Olli Rehn, the commissioner, they have been making statements that, among others, they have been making statements that more or less give guidance to the Greek political establishment of what to do next and how they should deal with their internal politics. That has been a pretty controversial development. It all boils down to whether you see those as ad hoc moves on the part of the European leaders, or if you see them as part of a broader movement, a structural movement of deepening, and that basically is to be proven in practice in the future years. So I'm usually an optimist, and I would like it to be the former. Greece is an integral part of the European Union, and we should be also careful when we discuss the European leaders vis-a-vis Greece, because Greece is as much of the European Union, part of the European Union, as any other European country. It has been a member since the early 80s officially, and has signed since the late 70s. It was clear that it would be a member. So it's a long-lasting member of the European family. So in that sense, I can only see a European future for Greece. And the Greek people, clearly, with their reaction to the referendum and to these events of the past week, were not reacting to against the European idea. They were actually almost offended that this was even going. There was even a slight likelihood that somebody was going to put on a referendum any of these questions. This new coalition government that is about to be formed, and it's forming as we speak, most likely having at its head a former European Central Bank high official. In particular, he was the vice president of the European Central Bank. Lukas Papadimos is a signal, yet another signal of how much the Greek people and the Greek political establishment would like to have a European future. You don't put someone with that title at as a prime minister if you don't want to signal that. So as a result, if this coalition government, I would say, goes ahead with some measures that are seen as necessary, but also starts at the same time putting some order to this what the Greek people perceive as a mess and chaotic behavior on the part of the political leadership, I think slowly we can start building that capital, that political capital that is more or less destroyed right now in Greece. So the worst case scenario would be avoided if the Grand Coalition government manages to actually convince the Greek people that it's working for its own best interest, and as a result get the compliance of the Greek people and move ahead with that. And of course also give some positive message to the Greek people that they can build on entrepreneurship, they can develop their country, they can get out of this mess very quickly. The good case scenario, of course, is that all this does happen, and that the Grand Coalition government does inspire the Greek people to participate more fully and reaffirm their already existing belief that they're a European nation and that they belong in the Eurozone, and that they will get out of this.